Hello, my name's Rampant and welcome back to Slay the Spire. It is finally Monday, and it is time for us to begin our Ironclad Ascension Level 8 challenge. Elites are tougher on this Ascension level, so let us begin. Remove a card is actually not a bad thing. Or I could get the gold, which is not exactly the same as removing a card, but I could pick up a relic. I actually see a nice path with a very early Super Elite, which potentially could happen. And if I feel confident enough, I can go for a second Elite instead of a single rest. You know what? Sounds like a plan. Now, as I mentioned on the last daily, which is Friday. Now, I did mention that I do want to go a bit more defensive with the Ironclad. That is because defensive builds are favored. You know, you just don't take damage and yet deal a bunch yourself. So yeah, I do want to have like a barricade and trench run happen, but it's not really up to me, now is it? The game does have to give me the tools for that to happen. Flame Barrier is useful in that sort of build, but it's not that big of a deal. I will pick it up early. Okay, more gold. I could pick up a nice relic. Calipers works. I really don't want to do this. I don't want to give the gold. I won't. I mean, it's a card removal though. I'll go remove a strike. Calipers works better than Barricade because you have to play Barricade, while Calipers you don't have to play it. Yeah, it removes a 15 block, but really, after a certain point, after you get entrench, it doesn't matter that 15 block gets removed. So here I might just card remove and continue onwards. I'm not gonna pick up anything. I don't really need to pick up anything. And I have 4 attacks, 5 attacks with the bash, and I have 5 defense. So I'll actually remove a strike here, or defend. Okay. Brawl skills, not bad. Max HP plus 22. You know what? I'm fine with that. Would have been good if I had a bash early, but there's the bash. I'm not defending. Triple strike. Okay, exactly what I wanted. Sure, I'm gonna take a bunch of damage here. Bash strike. Hopefully next turn I manage to kill him. Well, if not, I'm dead. I need to see what this is. Double tap, right? Yeah, double tap the strike. There it is, Omamori! And none of these. If I'm planning on going defensive, I don't need any of these. Even though Twin Strike is not bad. In fact, what am I talking about? It's a good card. I'm gonna skip it for now. Again, ignoring the rest, I'm actually gonna upgrade the Flame Barrier. What boss are we fighting? Hexaghost, so upgrading the Flame Barrier is a really good thing. And not healing as well. But if I do manage to heal up a little bit, I might choose to go for the second Elite. This means not taking damage, by the way. That's highly unlikely to happen. I'm still gonna try to avoid it. We're going here, and afterwards we'll decide if we're going for a second Elite or for this rest. The rest is mostly to upgrade cards. It's nothing else really. Flame Barrier with Brawl skills, by the way, it's gonna be insane versus the Hexaghost. Especially if I can get it on the turn the Hexaghost does his big hit, his multi-attack. Or Calc. Okay. Probably not upgrading the Bash, but I will start upgrading defense. Depending on what Elite this is, no, you know what, I'm not doing it. I don't feel confident enough. I haven't actually picked up a good aggressive card. I mean, if I had a Bash, I would have upgraded it by now. And I might... not a Bash, sorry, Body Slam. I might have decided to go for the Elite, but at this point, not really feeling like it's gonna happen. No, this is not enough to kill, so I will just bash defend. and set up for next turn. Oh, the enemy's dead. Oh no, no, it's 9 damage. Yep, it's 9. None of these. And here we are continuing to upgrade. I might actually upgrade the bash. Even though it's highly likely that I will remove it, I'm gonna need a boost in damage against the Hexaghost. Even though Flame Barrier will do a bunch of damage. Okay, so yeah, even though Flame Barrier will do a bunch of damage with the Bronze Scales, I'm still gonna need some damage. Is this the last fight I got? No, I have one more fight. So I can take a little bit of damage here, but not too much. I guess with Orichalcum, I'll never be taking too much damage. Ooh, I'm weakened, which is an issue. Yeah, here it comes. Yep, there it is. With the weakness, I don't think I can tank 30 damage. Kill 16 HP. I'm still alive, so that's fine. Okay, one down. Okay, I can't kill this one. Actually, I can. He's dead. And now I just need to kill this one. And he's dead. No, again, I don't need any of these. An entrench or a body slam. Body slam would be great, but I don't have one. So I need to take only like maybe 2 or 3 damage in this fight. And this should be enough. Yeah, because I'm gonna heal for 6. Yeah, I think it's fine. We're fine. I can kill here. Ooh, some AoE wouldn't go amiss in this deck. I could take a cleave. Yeah, Whirlwind is better, but... And in fact, I'll actually upgrade the cleave. It'll do more damage, so... Now the question is, am I gonna use the Dex push? Oh no, I got Flame Barrier on the wrong turn. And the upgraded defend. And true, I can just defend with these 3, and I probably will, but... if I had gotten Flame Barrier here... That's gonna be a bunch of damage! Now, I do want to bash, I'm not gonna cleave, I'm just gonna defend myself. And I should have used the Dex potion. I shouldn't have allowed myself there to take the 1 damage. Definitely using this. It's just a lot of damage. Will you use the Dex potion now? I'm still gonna take 1 damage here, but it's not worth taking the damage. At least I don't think it is. Ooh, Orichalcum does defend me for 6. I actually forgot about that. That's not good. Yep, not good at all. I'm sure overly defend on this turn. Yeah, I don't think, yeah. Unless I got the Flame Barrier here, there was... Well, that's it. That's it. Time for a redo. Could've worked. Didn't. Time for a redo. That's gonna happen a lot, especially in the higher Ascension levels. Enemies in your next 3 combats. Let's see, when's the first elite? Not in 3 combats time. I mean, more than 3 combats. I'm probably not going for that one. Oh, it's still not a bad option, but I could upgrade the bash. It's probably not going to be an aggressive build. But still, upgrading a bash is not a bad thing. Especially early on, it will boost my damage a little bit. Not actually gonna do it, gonna defend. Next turn I have the very real possibility of killing. Okay, Clash is not... What is the boss fight? Clash is not good. It's just gonna be a dead card. And I will actually take the opportunity to remove a card. I know I didn't go for the shop, I don't want to. It's not necessary early on. At least not at the moment. And I do want to go for the right hand side. I can deal 24 max here, right? No, wait. I was mistaken. No, that's the second Perfected Strike I believe that was offered. It's not impossible to build a Perfected Strike deck, it's just hard and it's way more RNG based than most of the other builds. And that's me saying that. I do rely on RNG from time to time. It is an RNG based game after all. You really shouldn't dismiss it, but a thinner deck generally has a bigger likelihood of drawing into whatever you need or want for that turn, so that's why most people go for thinner decks. Oh, this is not good. Well, I want to save the power potion, so I'm taking the damage. A cleave would have been nice here. Or a whirlwind, I'm just saying. This fight can easily be deadlier than most of the elite fights, which is actually kind of funny. The elite fight is supposed to be one of the more dangerous things on the floor. I mean, of course, besides the boss fight. The funny thing is, some of the normal enemy fights are a lot deadlier, far more deadlier than the elite fights. I guess it's probably because you're not expecting them and you're not really preparing for a certain fight. There's a true good being offered, but I don't have thing out that thing. Whatchamacallit? A body slam, yeah. I'm thinking strength build. I did upgrade the bash. A strength build is possible. It's far less likely to work, but it is possible. Next thing you upgrade, of course, the Inflame. Maybe if I get a couple of really good defensive cards, possibly. Give me the Inflame. Oh, thank you. And I'll even not bash. Yeah, actually, I should bash. I mean, what's the best I'm gonna do? A bash and a strike? It's not worth waiting. Might do a double strike here. Should use the power potion, right? Or am I saving? No, I'm gonna save the power potion. I might not get an AoE card. And if I don't, that's not good. I need to double defend here. Okay. It is not possible for me to kill it next turn. And I am dead. Oh no, wait. Yeah, it is. What am I talking about? I have +3 strength, normally. Iron Wave is not something you pick up. I used to love that. I used to love Iron Wave early on. And when I started Slay the Spire, I was like, it's like the best card ever. Why would you not pick it up? It's the best of both worlds. And then all of a sudden you realize that it's actually not that good of a card. The Bottle Tornado is kind of good. I'm upgrading the defense, by the way, because they're actually going to be instrumental in me staying alive. Oh, this could be bad. Do I have a shop coming up? Nope. Who's the max HP then? I don't have a choice. As I said, instrumental in me staying alive. So next turn I can actually relatively easily go aggressive. And in fact, I have to. Smoke Bomb. Sword Boomerang, yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. You take a Sword Boomerang. Happy Flower will be helpful. So, in all likelihood, I'll have to rest. Not have to, we'll definitely have to rest. And what I might actually do here is Smoke Bomb. I'm not gonna heal, I believe. Oh yeah, no, it triggered. So I did heal. I couldn't risk dying there. Now, I do want to upgrade Sword Boomerang, but I will rest. I don't think it's worth dying, and I don't have an AoE card, so... Power Potion is the first thing I'm going to use. I have no way of actually dealing damage to myself, so... Inflame, Metallicize. I mean, Metallicize will help a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna need a bunch of damage this turn. And I have it. So I can transform, or I could take the 38, and I'm probably gonna transform. Not a good split. Considering I don't have a single AoE card, it's not a good split. Will I be using this? It depends. Am I planning on bashing? Yeah. It's not a full defend. Oh wait, I forgot about Metallicize. Okay, good. I was hoping for it to hit the back one, back slime as much as possible, but still, it's something. As I said, lack of AoE. Transforming it is probably not a good idea now, is it? It's probably not a good idea to transform it, or at least so I've decided all of a sudden. At this point, it might actually be a good idea to transform it. Let's Sword Boomerang first. Ooh, we did not hit this one at all. So this needs to be at 31 to transform, and this will not transform it. Double striking will though. I really wanted the At Slime to die. It's not good. Alright, well. And not a single attack card. Oh, Happy Flower at least triggered here, so I removed 2 slimes. I'm weakened and frail for the rest of eternity. And I am dead. There's nothing I can do to do. Oh no, I have Metallicize, so technically I'm still alive. On 1 HP. On 2, sorry. 2 HP. Am I dead? I mean, I can kill the back one, but that would mean not defending. And that would mean I would die. Even if I had gotten a Happy Flower trigger here, I would still be dead. If I fully defend, it's not enough. It's 12. 15. Nope, not enough. I need to kill the back one. I kill the back one and I have no way of defending, basically. That's it. Time for a redo. Oh boy. You have to pick up way too many cards to be effective early on. Remove, obtain 100 gold. Or I can take the damage for a random rare relic. Now that's something I could actually relatively easily do. Because you do tend to take some damage for the golden idol, so it's fine to do it. And depending on the relic, I guess I could choose a path. That's not really a build for the Ironclad to just go all powers. It is possible, just it's not a build. I'm going for this elite, and afterwards I'm just gonna avoid all elites. Yeah, seems fine. Am I gonna go for a shop first? Yeah, why not? Just don't double attack, thank you. Now there's no way for me to deal 20 damage to this one. Not on this turn. That one buffed itself. But at least it's curled up now. No longer has a block. Double buffed itself, okay. You're overconfident. Definitely gonna pick up the Thunderclap. Oh, lose more HP. Oh boy. For a little bit of gold! And I can't even pick up Lee's Waffle, by the way. Yeah, normally, I just go for the max HP there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That would have been... Oh no. Paper Frog. And I can't get it anymore. I'm getting the Trip though. Trip is really good. I like Trip. This means I can just remove the Bash. Trip is just objectively a better Bash. You don't use the Bash for the damage. I'm sorry, you just don't. Nobody does. Use it for the vulnerability. Maybe sometimes if you get some damage out of it, it's fine, it's good, it's welcome, but if you can save that 2 energy and deal extra damage because of it, that's why I like Trip. Well, now that I've picked up Trip, I'm in all likelihood going to go for an aggressive build, so I will pick up a Twin Strike. I'm going to be 8 HP, I believe. Shall I Thunderclap and open up next turn? I'm gonna have a Bash and like a single strike. I'm still opening up this turn, am I? What is the boss fight on this for? Guardian? It's better to be defensive against the Guardian, but what choice do I have? Well, actually single defend, and yeah, sure, drink this now. I'm gonna be taking a bunch of damage here. I don't need to use the Thunderclap for the vulnerability application. And I did take the Thunderclap primarily because it's a source of AoE damage, and if this was a sentry fight and I didn't take it, I was gonna be mad at myself, basically. I'm dead here. There's no way I can kill it, and I have less HP than it. Yeah. Time for a redo. Normally I do 3 redos, but because this was an early one, yeah. We'll call it only 2 deaths, yeah? Now these are not options I like. What's the first elite? Okay, technically I can make it to a single elite. It's this one though. If I don't, I'm sort of locked in a path. Not a bad path. It's not a good one, but it's not a bad one. Now I can go here and risk, or I can go for a double shop and lose a bunch of relics that I might want to get later on. I'm gonna just go this path. I don't want to risk the relics. And worst case scenario, I'll have to fight on late. Shrug it off, true it. Yeah. Okay, let's try and go defensive again. It was the initial plan of the day to go defensive, to have, even if it was a long run, I didn't care. Just have a nice winning run. There's the max HP. Here I can lose a little bit, that's fine. Just don't be a fight, don't be a fight. It's a fight. No. Well, double elite time. Well, I got a Bash off on the Gremlin Knob, so I'm actually hoping that the next fight is a sentry fight because I have an explosive potion that's gonna really help out. Because versus the Log of One, it's not as effective, for example. The Log of One. Bash strike, and next turn it should die. Hopefully, if I get 3 strikes. Well, it's still dead. Okay, Mangle's gonna help out. I don't need armaments, and I don't need hemokinesis. Probably True Grit, first thing to get upgraded. Again, planning on going defensive. Even though I don't have a body slam. Yeah, it's a Log of One. It's not good. Am I gonna thin down any strikes or anything? No. That's gonna happen eventually. I'll probably still end up using the explosive potion, by the way. Really? I knew there was a chance for it to not draw the 3rd strike. Now it's gonna draw the Bash. There it is. Am I striking? There isn't much of a point in defending for 5 damage. The Log of One kind of becomes really deadly this early. When I say really deadly, I mean really deadly. Run Ender. I believe that's what the Log of One was called, Run Ender. Was that the Log of One or was it something else? I know they nerfed on late, specifically because everybody started calling it the Run Ender. And I'm dead. Oh, once more, we're not gonna count this one as well. It's gonna happen. Okay, same options. I guess it's only these two if you haven't made it to the first floor boss. I guess though there's absolutely no way for me to get to an... Ah, there is. It's this path. Afterwards, though, what does the path have in store for me? One more lead. And you know what? I'm willing to take the risk. Let's gamble. Again. This time there's gonna be no redo because we're actually gonna win. Yeah, I insta-picked it. Yeah, I did. Too bad there isn't an entrench here. I would have insta-picked it as well. Start removing strikes. We don't need them. I don't need your gold. Go away. But thank you for not being a fight. True grit. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Please don't be a fight. Don't be a fight. It's not a fight. Anchor. Would have loved calipers there, but I'm not gonna complain. That's a good thing. And there's one dead log of a one. And a maul bank on top of everything. Alright, so I actually don't need battle trance. Not unless I'm very aggressively digging for something, but the thing is that with True Grit, what happens is you eventually thin down your deck to just a single defend, for example, or whatever defensive card you have, and entrench and body slam, and that's all you need. And maybe you have like a bash or some form of applying vulnerability to the enemy. And that's it. And you're just dealing an insane amount of damage each turn. Like for example, I'm just gonna one-shot this now. Just an example. And I'm still fully defended. But yeah, this build needs a barricade and an entrench. It definitely needs an entrench, it doesn't necessarily need a barricade. But the entrench is mandatory. You don't get an entrench, you're probably not gonna get par with the build. Cell-forming clay. Okay, more defensive options. I will upgrade a card in my deck, it's gonna be True Grit. I need to selectively remove strikes. Start upgrading defense. Those are gonna be my aggressive cards now. Yeah, I'm not going for a super elite. Oh, I'm not going for a shop either. Guess I don't really need one. I really don't need a shop yet. I do have maul bank, so I'm gonna try and milk that out as much as possible. Oh no, that was stupid of me. I forgot that I upgraded body slam. Honestly, I did. And now I'm not gonna be able to attack. Good thing I can actually defend myself at least. And the enemy's dead. What is the first floor boss? Guardian. So I don't really need AoE yet, but I will need it. So we'll pick up a cleave. Okay, worst build to have versus the Gremlin Knob. It's this one. Just saying. Probably Rampage. And let's remove a card because I'm gonna need to. It's because Rampage will actually scale a little bit. Just a little bit. So bash, strike, and body slam's gonna do yet nothing. There's no point in even playing it, it's not gonna trigger anything. Now it's 8 block, okay? I still can't kill it. It's dead now though. In all likelihood. It is dead. Guaranteed. Okay, none of these. Not for this build. Oh, okay, not a single entrench. It's an issue. Or at the very least it can be. I know I chose to remove a strike there. Oh, right. Shouldn't have. Shouldn't have. I actually should have played a defendant and did the 3 damage there. I don't know why I didn't. It's time for you to transform. I'm frail for 3 turns! That's way too much frailty. Okay. Taking damage, sure. Bash? Actually, it doesn't matter. I can only kill that one and not deal any damage. I can actually true grit the slime, but I'm not going to. You can always play the slime. No. Alright, so here I want to upgrade. It's probably not the bash, probably another defend. Again, like I said, defense. Here, especially in this type of build with a body slam, it's the best offense. And I actually want to thin down the deck to a point where it's just defense and a body slam, defense and a body slam, defense and a body, nothing else. So it is possible. It has to be 3 defense, upgraded. I believe I have 2 upgraded only. Yeah, 2 upgraded. The true grit will have to be there because there's no way for me to remove it. So 3 defense and a body slam. No bash though. I'd have to remove the bash, which I'm fine with. I have to remove all the cleaves, all the strikes. It will happen probably because this fight is going to take a while. So, for example, here now, I will definitely be removing the bash. I will not be playing it. Not in this fight. I don't want to take any damage. You start taking damage, it's a slippery slope. So, not doing it. And I've started taking damage. But at least I'll have True Grit in the hand. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so True Grit, the strike. Cleave is probably the last thing to go. At this point, a defend is more damage than a cleave or a strike, since it translates to a body slam. Yeah, this is why I don't need cleaves, I don't need strikes, I don't need those cards. So those are the things that are getting removed. I'll still have to remove a couple of defense, but not all of them. I don't think we're gonna get to the point of me having only 4 cards. Probably not the turn to remove the strike. Not taking damage, but not dealing any. Time for the cleave to go. Okay, we're on 6 cards. So the strike needs to go. And double defend. Okay, we are on 5 cards. That's it. That's as low as we need to go. Now we'll actually not use the True Grit. And I'm just gonna keep drawing the same cards over and over again. This is essentially to the point where you want to go with an Entrench build. Entrench, defend, you know, and after a certain point you don't even need the defend, you just need the Entrench. So I'm actually gonna take probably Tiny House. Please give me a barricade or something. You're a strike, really? I don't need any of these. Worthless. It's 5 max HP basically. Right. Let's see how many rests we can do. I'm not actually gonna focus down at least because we don't have any AoE damage and we don't have a barricade and an entrench, so this is still not a full build. It can still fail really badly. I actually see, how many rests is it? 4 rests, but there are 1, 2 elites. The thing is though, I see an early shop here and that's why I want to go there with a bunch of question marks, so you know what, let's try. Alright, so True Grit here? Yeah, True Grit. And then just bash. Still trying to thin down the deck. It's the Chosen that's gonna be a real issue. Chosen and multi-enemy fights. It's because of the Dazes. You're just gonna put a lot of Dazes in my deck. Dazes, which of course I can True Grit, but again, too many Dazes. And he's about to hit me for way too much damage. Okay, good thing I wasn't vulnerable there. Remove the Daze. I know the Daze is gonna remove itself, I just don't want it to be there anymore. Oh, there's an ancient potion, which I will probably take. Probably over the weak potion. I don't need any of these. Clash is especially useless. Oh no. Now this fight is gonna be interesting. So the one thing I don't need in this fight is a bash. Not gonna use it. Not gonna be much damage. Well, I guess let's start working on one of them. Might as well. A single upgraded flame barrier here just totally destroys them. Or a liquid bronze potion. Can't even bring it down to the ground. I just have to burst it down before it deals an insane amount of damage to me. Burst it down. It's taking way too little damage. So definitely using cleave. I can bring it down to the ground, that's for sure. I'll still take an 8 though. I can triple strike one of them, I should. Yeah, that one's down to the ground. Hopefully I can kill it. Yeah, I can. I'm actually gonna defend. Let's not take any more damage than I need to. I already took way too much damage in this fight. You wouldn't consider this fight the most dangerous of fights, but it can be. Especially if you have a build that doesn't do a lot of damage. That was a mistake, I should have triple hit it. I'm still fully defended, but I should have triple hit it. Attack potion, yeah. Havoc, reckless charge, power through. Power through can go in this build, is just not good at all. Calipers, definitely. I do want the bowl of singing as well, and I might actually pick it up. Calipers, bowl of singing, and that's it. I wanted to remove a card, but there was no way if I wanted to pick up those two, because I'm going to be turning down a lot of cards. I only need a single entrench now. That's it. I don't need anything else, I just need an entrench. And in fact, because I have calipers, as soon as I get the entrench, that's it. I don't need a barricade. This build is done. But I need an entrench, and I need to upgrade it. Once that's done, we're good. We're golden. Afterwards, we just need to remove cards. Of course. There's always stuff to do afterward. There always are. And now though, let's just overly defend. By a little bit. I can't bash, I'm weakened, of course I am. And I'm gonna be entangled. The one turn, I draw all my attacks on this turn. Now, I'm actually gonna continue the second fight? No, because it's the Gremlin Knob fight. If I had an entrench, I'd do it, but I don't. Because I'm weakened, it's gonna be kinda hard for me to muster up 28 damage. Not impossible, just hard. Yeah, 23 barely. I am not fully defended. But it's only a small amount. So it's just because of the Gremlin Knob, really, that I'm not gonna go for the second fight. If as I said, if I had an entrench, I would be fully defended and I wouldn't care about it. Don't have one. Oh, the bash, it's not gonna be used. You don't need a bash in this build, you need an entrench. As soon as you have an entrench, again, I'm going off about the same card over and over again. I know. It's just... it has to happen! Remove a card. Yes, please. Probably should have removed the bash. Soon I'm actually going to choose the recall option. And I should have upgraded the cleave here. I can actually skip this elite, really? Entrench is not a rare card, so... I should have gone for the elite fight. And I did pick up an ancient potion. Should have bashed. Definitely should have bashed. Take the 2 damage, but bash. I did the ancient potion just for the dazes. I really don't wanna. I really don't want any dazes. Daze it. Okay, this one's dead. There it is. I'm not hexed. This one is, I believe, a debuff, so sort of fine. Should have struck in there. No, it's self-buff and a debuff. Yeah, I'm gonna... Okay. Doing a bit of damage. I do need to keep defending myself. Probably the bash. Just remove the bash. You're kidding me! 36! Ugh. I mean, he's dead now, but it's a bit too late now, isn't it? He keeps debuffing me. Chosen. I don't need... As I said, Slinging Bow will be helpful. Probably gonna upgrade the cleave here. I have a lot of multi-enemy fights, or as I like to call them, AoE fights. On this floor specifically, and... Final defense to get upgraded. After this, I'm probably gonna take the key, or whatever it was called. Oh, good thing it didn't have an entrench. I would have been so mad if this shop had an entrench and I couldn't pick it up because I had no gold. Am I taking the recall? I'm actually gonna rest. And I'm gonna go for the question mark then. Well, I don't need this option anymore, so... There's that. And I actually have liquid bronze. What is the enemy here? Champion. Because of calipers, if I had entrench, it's entirely possible for me to end the champion without him purging. Entirely. Without entrench, it's very unlikely for that to happen. It's not impossible, it's just extremely unlikely. Okay, he's doing way too much damage. Starting to scale out of control a little bit. Am I gonna true grit? No, not yet. Not the cleave, at least. Yeah, I know I took damage there. Fine. True grit the strike. Okay. Oh, defend body slam, that's the best option. Probably should have used the speed potion there. I was gonna fully defend myself and actually deal a bunch of damage. Okay, enemy should be dead now. Or not. Or not. Yeah, because it did a single hit there, it couldn't kill itself. Stone calendar! And pre-upgraded! Oh my god! I'm actually gonna rest here. I was gonna recall, but I'm gonna rest. I don't want to risk it anymore. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be real fun now. Oh yeah. I don't need the bash, I don't need the cleave, I don't need anything. I just need to entrench. I need to get like above 30, 40. Oh, he makes me feel though. I just need to keep defending until I have enough defense to like not care about anything else. Which will happen eventually. Yeah, I didn't use the entrench there. So what needs to happen now is I need to thin down my hand. I don't care about dealing damage, I just need to thin down everything. It needs to be bare bones minimum, it needs to be a true grit because that I can't remove. It needs to be true grit, a single defend, and an entrench, and that's all you need. Like I'm actually gonna remove a defend here. That's 64, but he's gonna deal 31, so I'm not saving much deep block yet. I will be here, and I can actually deal this damage. I don't need to, and I probably won't. You know what? I will. He's actually not gonna purge soon, so. He will in a little bit, though. So this needs to happen. Okay, he's purging now, but I'm down to 6 cards only, so we are golden. True Grit the Cleave, that is not necessary anymore, and he's dead. This is what the build is all about. Probably empty cage. At this point, I have a bigger benefit from removing the strikes, the defense, and the bash. And not the extra relics. I don't need any more relics. So it's 2 card removals, right? So 1 strike, 1 bash, right? No, double strike, because I might choose to apply vulnerability to something. Probably. I will actually avoid the elites, or at least most of them, and there is a reason for that. Most of the elites are going to be multi-enemy fights. Most of them, not all of them. Or at least some of them are going to be multi-enemy fights, and it's going to take us longer to set up, and we might die there. So it's just preferable that I avoid most of them, not all of them. I see a path that avoids most of them. It goes to 1, but no shop, which is the real issue, means I can't card remove, and I do want to card remove. Again, this deck needs to be really thin. The thinner it is, the less cards it has, the bigger the chance of it working early on. The more cards it has, the less chance. You take damage and it sort of starts going out of control from there. Yeah, I will actually go for this path and we're gonna see what happens. Now, this type of fight is probably the most difficult one. Again, because I don't do too much AoE. I mean, I have a cleave, that's true. That is in fact very true. And I can one-shot them with the bash, but they will just keep coming back to life. So I'm gonna have to time this sort of correctly. How many defense do I have? I have 3 here, 4, so I can remove one of them. French. Eventually I'll be able to one-shot him. It's gonna take time. It actually can't remove the cleave in this build. So I'm actually gonna remove a defend here. This is not gonna kill anything. I guess I can leave this one at low HP, and this one is on. A single cleave will finish them off. Yeah, I could have prevented the damage, but it's fine. Because now I can actually kill all of them. I think. Nope, 1 down. Second one down. Now I need to work next turn for this one. He needs to die. Ooh, not with that much HP. Yeah. Yeah. Not enough. If I had actually True Grit there, no, it was not gonna be enough. Okay. I needed more block, I didn't have that. If I had to use the speed potion, yeah, but I want to save that for Dono and Deca. It'd be really helpful. Leaf here kills that one. His body, so I'm gonna kill one more. 22, yes, actually it is. My idea is to kill 2 this turn and kill that one next turn. Oh, never mind, Stone Calendar. I actually totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about that thing. So I actually scale far slower than the Orb Walker does, so I'm gonna need to kill it quickly. It is possible. It's unlikely. As you can see, I'm even choosing to not use any. That was a misorder. I'm even choosing to not use the cleaves and the bashes and whatever. Because it's preferable. Yeah, scaling out of control, just give me a cleave, please. Thank you. Essence of Steel? No. Second Entrench is too much. Like, we don't need any more cards. They actually want to remove cards. I'm actually not going to risk this being bad, so I am going to lose the HP. And if I play my cards right, I can actually relatively easily one-shot the Transient before turn 5. I said possibly. Depends. On that, as I said, if I play my cards right. As you can see, I'm not going to be taking damage, I'm just going to be losing the 15 block from Calipers. But... no, not going to be able to do it. Not scaling fast enough. I guess I sort of forget that this build, even though kind of powerful, does not scale too quickly. Kind of powerful. It's actually very, very powerful because at this point, 150 block. I can actually true with the cleave away. I don't need it. If I had maybe 2 more turns, I could kill it with this build. No. And I will actually take the speed potion over the steroid one. Ooh. Okay. Remove the bash. Sure, I'll take the 4 damage to deal some AoE. Okay. The daisies are gonna be an issue. But not impossible to deal with, of course. So with that being said, let's start killing repulsors. I know this one's gonna explode next turn, I know. It should be fine, hopefully. It is, actually. Exact damage. Anything that puts daisies in my deck is gonna be an issue. Up to a certain point, of course. I guess technically I could pick up an evolve for that. That would mean slowing down the cycle though. I'll consider it if I do see an evolve. That is 34 damage, I should just kill this. Now I'm working on the spiker. I don't need to deal damage, I just need to defend. Until I'm ready to kill you. So yeah, if I do see an evolve, I'll consider it. I'll definitely will consider it. I don't need to upgrade the bash, so I'm just gonna recall. I did really need that one as well, because now I can't go there. Like, I can get the one from the chest, but I can't go to the super elite. I should have thought about that earlier. Regret the bash. Now, the real question with this thing is, am I actually gonna deal damage to it, or just go for 175 block and just one-shot it? Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to deal damage to it. It doesn't need to be much, though. It doesn't. Just enough for it to change directions. I guess I'm better off taking 36 than 50-something. I'm actually not even gonna take 36. 39, sorry. Math. Okay, so I don't want to take the curse. I'd rather not take the damage as well, but I don't want to take the curse. Oh boy! 38! Probably attacking was not a good idea. Alright, so I need to remove a defend here. It's just so I have, you know, X amount of cards. Anything but a curse. I'm willing to take damage, just don't curse me. Alright, so this is the hand we want, really. So I need to remove, yeah, one more defend. Like, this is the hand you want eventually when you have a little bit of block, but the thing is, though, I haven't actually gotten that much block. So 2 defense and actually 2 defense and an entrench, that's the most I can play anyway. I haven't gotten an energy potion, so... regen potion, sure? True. Second True Crit is a bit too much. That's gonna thin down the deck so quickly. Well, at the very least, I have time to set up for the Big Giant Head's big hits. And by then I'll have, like, 200 block. Yeah, and I'll be dealing 200 damage per body slam, so it's fine. I have to true grit the cleave. Yeah, I'll have more than 200 block by then. Any enemy that allows you a little bit of time to set up will be extremely easy to kill. Extremely. Incense Burner will help. I actually want the Shrug It Off. It's more block than a single defend. Back of marbles. Okay, sure, why not? Okay, so... I don't need the rest, and I could use the shop. I was actually not gonna go down this path. I was gonna go, like, so... shop. Paper Frog, I'm not using it. I'm not using the bash, so... I'm gonna actually card remove, and we'll be removing the bash. not using it, so... I'm going up against an elite. I could pick up the Preserved Insect. Ooh, the Evolve, though. This would mean playing the Evolve. Dono and Deca do put daisies in your... It might be a good idea. I don't know. I could totally ruin the deck type. Forget about it. I'm trying it. I'm gonna try it. Hopefully I didn't ruin anything, but I'm gonna try it. Because it is entirely possible that I just ruined the entire deck type. And I'm gonna cry if I die to Dono and Deca. Okay, it actually gave me a True Grit, thank you. So yeah, basically what I'm gonna do is shrug it off, body slam, body slam, shrug it off, body slam. That's why I wanted to shrug it off, by the way. If you were ever wondering. That's why I wanted it. That, and it is 4 defense, like I said. This is the hand I want, basically. So what I'm gonna do is, body slam, shrug it off, body slam. Now I'm gonna shrug it off, True Grit a defend, then entrench and just kill it. Over 100 HP. Oh, Nemesis. Okay, well. I just dealt 100 damage on the opening turn, so... And I'm intangible for the second turn. Which is great. Oh yeah. The burns. I was not dealing damage this turn, let's face it. He's intangible, so... So was I, though. Which is fine. And next time, maybe? He puts... Yeah, too many burns. This is why I wanted the Evolve, in case something like this happens. And I need to start removing the burns. Because, yeah, I have 300 block, but I will not draw the body slam anytime soon. Oh, no body. Oh, there it is. Good. Happy Flower. And none of these. Ooh, can't card remove. Don't need a second body slam, so. Yeah, I don't need anything from here. Purity can help, but I can't card remove, so. Alright, I'm actually gonna lose the cleave. I don't need it anymore. And here, I guess I'm gonna upgrade the Evolve, even though it's probably a bad idea. Alright, so first turn, is it the turn I want to set up? No. By that I meant to use the speed potion. Might have been. Time to remove a defend though. I need to kill Dono, ASAP. So they attack every turn and they scale almost every turn, so there's no leeway for me here. There's basically no way for me to actually get the perfect hand, which is 5 cards. So one of these turns I'm just gonna have to decide it's time to use the speed potion. Probably this turn, is it? No, it's not, because I have only 2 defense. I actually have 7 cards, right? Yeah, 7. And out of these cards, I actually need to remove both the defense, don't I? Dono's gonna buff again. So this is probably the turn I use the speed potion. Alright, let's see what cards I have. I have a single daze here, which I'm gonna draw as soon as I play Shrug It Off, and that's gonna draw Shrug It Off for me. Good, thank you. So now, if I entrench... No, if I entrench, I cannot play Body Slam. 3, 4, 5, 6. I still have 6 cards, so I need to remove 1 more defend. Entrench, and then Body Slam. I'm still not at a big amount of block, but it's fine. This is the card. These are the cards I want. So there's 2 things I can do. I can double entrench this turn, or I could double body slam. So I'm actually gonna double entrench because it's the most block and it'll kill Dono. But at this point, I'm actually more willing to double body slam, because body slam, shrug it off, body slam. I could have entrenched there, just got 300 damage in. You get the gist of it. It's probably, I wouldn't say the easiest build to do, but it is the easiest way to win on high Ascension levels. And it's been 1 hour and 20 seconds. Even though this run is 35 minutes long, which is actually kind of a quick run for a defensive build. Anyway, my name has been Rampant Mystic. We finally passed Ascension level 8, and next Monday we're gonna see what Ascension level 9 and what horrors it has to bring. For now though, my name has been Rampant Mystic. I do hope you enjoyed this episode of Slay the Spire, and I do hope to see you all in the next one.